Welcome back. We are here at CES Unveiled. This is where you see everything before the show begins. I am here, Christine and Christian.
Wow.
On parle français, we're French, we are connecting on so many levels, but the most important thing right now is we are looking at this incredible technology that has to do, the reason we are very into this is obviously because of the Formula One, but Christian's going to tell us all that we need to know about this.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I'm Christian. I'm actually the CEO of MACA. We created the project about 4 years ago at Airbus Helicopter. Airbus Helicopter is based in the south of France in Marseille. And it was a project out of 250 internal projects that was chosen at that time. We did the first third scale demonstrator in 2019, which worked really well. And so we decided to continue and did a spin-off in 2020 to create MACA, which you see here. And so this spin-off is creating now the final demonstrator. It's actually hydrogen fuel cell based, and we are going to put it together by June 2023 and show it during the biggest air show on the planet, which is happening in Le Bourget near Paris.
When in 2023?
In June.
In June, oh my gosh. By the end of June, we might just miss it. This is the
we're literally gonna be in France from May to June 4th.
Yes,
Oh, man.
I know. We're gonna. You know what? We can extend it, Christian. You just have to let us know. Okay. So sustainability, zero CO2 emissions. We love to see that because that's what it's all about now, right?
And it's also 85% recyclable. Everything you see in the car right now, pretty much everything, except actually for the battery itself, is recyclable. So that's also really cool in terms of sustainability. This is where we want to go. The only thing coming out of the car actually is water. Because when you burn
hydrogen.
Yes, of course. When you burn hydrogen, you get water. There you go.
I love it. Can we go ahead, babe? Do you have a question?
I'm looking at the seat in front of it. It looks very much Formula One race car-like.
It is, because basically what you see, the arch that you see inside, and the seat from the pilot is exactly the same as the one you have on Formula One today. Actually, you know what? We're working with Red Bull, Advanced Technologies, which, as you know, is the world champion in Formula One today for the second year in a row. And this is why we chose them as our main partner to actually create the car and create most of the interior and also the design, as well as what we call basically the leverage on how you actually get the volume of the car from one side to the other to make it really stable. It's called packaging.
Right now, what is the dimension you're working with on
The dimensions are about 5.5 meters, 400 kilos, and it's going to run at about 250 kilometers an hour and about 3-4 meters high. We can actually go much higher than that, but we don't really want to, because then you're going to have to ask for certifications, which are going to be much more complicated. As you know, if you go out of a specific arena, if you're going to fly over populated areas, you're going to have to ask for certification by FAA, other regulations. Okay. In our case, it's easier because all we need is a permit to fly, and we can fly inside this racetrack very easily without having the constraints of other companies creating those VTOLs today.
Now, the racing drone kind of like industry is like huge right now. But
Yes.
as far as a flying racing car, that is not.
It's a brand new concept.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing. We have some competitors though. There's one in Australia called Alada, and they're doing really well. They started 2 years before we did, so they're already racing. Actually,
And so they created their own racetrack.
oh yeah,
Okay.
own racetrack and own. It's unmanned though. They don't have a pilot on board because they're not
Self-driving.
Self-driving because they're not authorized to do that in Australia.
But it is a life size, like big enough that a person could fit inside.
Oh yeah, of course. It's the same kind of model that we have here. I mean, I think ours is a bit more spiffy, but
I love it. So I should have said self-flying, not even self-driving. So my husband's the Formula One expert, but is this the future of Formula One? Are we going to see Lewis Hamilton in a flying race car?
well, I think Lewis Hamilton would love to actually get into this in the next couple of years.
I mean, we know he doesn't like driving in the street. Like, if he's not in a race car, he's like, I do not like driving in the street. So this could be his second.
Absolutely. But to tell you the truth, this is more like a veteran pilot from helicopters rather than a veteran pilot from Formula One. See, the feeling that you have with 4 wheels and a steering wheel is not exactly the same as the one you have when you're flying 2 or 3 meters high or 4 meters high. At that speed, You need to be really, really good at flying a helicopter or something.
So that's it. So it's pilots that are going to be really comfortable in this type of.
That's it. We'd love Lewis to fly one if he wants to and have fun, but it's not exactly the type of pilot that's going to fly it from the get-go.
But you call it a racing car. Why do we call it a racing car?
Well, we call it a racing car because the whole concept is around Formula One racing in the air. And that's why we wanted to do something a bit different, but it's not going to replace Formula One at all. We don't want to do that. First, we have sponsors that are experts in Formula One, so I don't think we want to replace what they do.
We want to enhance and innovate.
Exactly. Do something new, exciting, and also, like we said, sustainable. One of the reasons we started with the project is because, as you know, motorsports, do a lot of, and I'm not going to say damage, but basically pollution, okay?
Yes.
There's a lot of pollution linked to motorsports in general, and we wanted something that's a little bit less pollutant.
That's why I saw the zero, yes, sustainability. You're right. That's what we're looking for.
And that's where FIA is going right now, okay? FIA is going totally sustainable, zero CO2 by 2030, okay? That's their goal. So we're totally aligned with their goal as we speak.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay.
And one last thing, babe.
Because a lot of the cars right now already have regenerative power
Yes.
unit and electrical.
They're mostly a hybrid.
Yes.
And then they're going to be biofuel after that. And then after that, you're going to have a generalization of hydrogen.
Yeah.
And that's the course. That's the course of history right now.
The hydrogen byproduct is just water. However, currently the only way to get hydrogen is through electrolysis, which is using high amount of electricity
Yes.
to zap it out of the water. So
Yeah.
that kind of like
the way you
pay for
actually
it ahead of
create
time.
the hydrogen is not very green. Let's put it that way.
Not currently, but
Okay, but the way also you dispose of a battery is not very green either. Okay, so if you're talking green tech, clean tech,
Yes.
You have pluses and minuses.
Progress, not perfection, right? We got to move forward.
Progress and not perfection yet, but hey, we're getting there. Hopefully.
One step at a time, one day at a time. This is incredible.
Thank you.
This caught our eye. Babe, did you get some B-roll of some of this footage right here? This is very, very cool. Just to see it.
Just tell us which color you like the best. Blue, green, red.
Wow, that's
black.
hard to do. I love the
yeah, the
pink.
pink
I'm
color.
more of a purple
This is-
girl.
this is like a
so
for a
like
lady.
I'm
yes.
definitely blue.
Yes,
Definitely
it's just
blue.
stunning. It's just stunning. And it takes on a new personality with every color, I think.
This is the interior.
So we are going to be in France, like I said. Actually, it's
April 4th
April
to
4th.
we come back on June 6th.
June 6th.
That's the
okay.
plan.
So can we kind of schedule a tour to the factory and actually see a real life model?
You guys are based in the south of
We're
France?
based in the south of France. We're based in Aix-en-Provence, which is near Marseille.
Oh,
We have friends there. We love Aix-en-Provence.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Stunning.
And then we're going to be creating the vehicle in Reims, actually.
Yes. Okay.
so yeah, let's make that happen.
We need to make that happen. Christian, you are amazing. Thank you so much
you
for
so much.
talking to
Thanks to you
us.
guys.
This is
And I hope to see you
incredible.
in France very soon.
We will see you in France. Au revoir et à bientôt.
Thank you. Au revoir.